I've really spent the last couple of weeks, I think it's been about nearly 3 weeks, I've been abroad. And, I've really been spending a lot of time talking to people and people from, move from one country to another. And I see a lot of times the people, they say, it was the best decision. Other people say, you know what, it's still to be seen what will happen. If you don't try, how are you ever going to know? So many people, wake up one day and they realize their whole lives have just passed by them and they have not done anything with their lives. You'll never know unless you try. So, you live in a house, so what? At the end of the day, it's just a house. That's all it is. So what happens is a lot of people feel comfortable because they're living in a house and they're too scared to make that decision because they've settled down and they don't want to actually move on. It's only bricks at the end of the day. That's all it is. You turn it into a home. When you move in and you give it that touch, it becomes a home. Otherwise, just leave it. It's a house. That's all it is. Go and do your change. Go and try the move. If you don't try, you're never ever gonna know. And so many people end up living with regret out there because they've never known. I've met some people that have said that it's been their best decision ever made. I've met people that have moved to the States, people that have moved to Finland. I met so many people from all different types of countries. So we're talking from people moving from one country to another, started work on another country, and most of them were actually more happy with doing the decision. There are some that actually were not happy. But what I am saying is if you don't try, you never know. It's only a home. You are the one who turns it into a home at the end of the day. Otherwise, it's just bricks. That's all it is. And you'll never know unless you try. But the biggest thing is we have a little voice in our heads that actually makes us scared to take on that decision. And at the end of the day, our lives get, gone past us. And we wake up one day and we realize we're 60 years old or 50 years old or whatever the case might be. And we say we should have done it. So, like I say, I spent a lot of time this last 3 weeks talking to a lot of people from all over the world, moving from one country to another. I found more people saying it was the best decision what they did, whichever country they decided to move to. But at the end of the day, there were some people that actually said, I should have done it earlier, but because of the fear, they never ever did it in time. And now they're actually trying to catch up. And that's why they actually regret where they say they should have done it earlier and they didn't do it earlier. So just remember, a lot of times the emotional decision actually stops you from making the right decision. And if you're enjoying these clips, don't forget to subscribe. And let us have your comments on what you think of this. Cheers.